Hey Virgo, this is going to be your December reading for your Tarot Spirit message. Can't believe we are finishing out this year so soon. In a few days it actually will be December, it's crazy. So let me give you a little rundown. This is going to be for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Ascending. I know some readers also encourage you to look or watch your Venus sign. You're more than welcome to do that as well if your Venus is in Virgo. I find from the feedback I've been getting, I tend to connect more with the Sun and Ascendant signs. Um, do with that information what you will. I just let you know because I do recommend watching all of the signs or all the videos for your signs. Just because depending where your questions lie, what you're interested in knowing about your life and your month ahead, you may connect with a different sign more than the other. So just because you're, you know, a Virgo sun, maybe you have a Capricorn moon, and if you're interested in love and romance that month, you may connect with the Capricorn video more. So it just depends, or even Venus, since we talked about it. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Reminder, these are general readings, so something may resonate, something may not. Don't try to force it and make it fit. If it hits, it hits. You'll instinctively kind of know and feel what it is I'm talking about. If you have to like fudge too many things to try and make it make sense, that message most likely wasn't meant for you. All right. With that said, well, let's get into it. All right. Forgive me with my little selenite. This Mercury retrograde has been a little bonkers on me. I've been getting so tongue-tied, so I just have that by to make sure I don't trip up over myself. All right. What does Virgo need to know about love and romance for the month of December? The most important message concerning Virgo's love and romance for December. Oh, and then I didn't talk about it, but this layout is going to work just like it did for last month. So we're going to pull one card from each of the oracle decks to look at different aspects of your month. Romance angels for love and relationships, keeper of the light for your own spiritual evolution this month, good tarot for a look at work and finances, and then we'll pull your big theme, your major spirit message. We'll do a tarot spread at the end. All right. Trust, my lovely Virgos. See that? I'm trying to shift around so the glare is not blocking the image. The prompt reads, this situation is calling for you to have faith. Trust in the divine. Alright. I can see how that sometimes can be challenging for you Virgos because you guys are very detail oriented. You guys plan and strategize and lay out everything so well and so perfectly. So to allow a plan that isn't yours can be a little tricky because you know how well and what your standards are. Kind of surrendering over to a plan that you don't really see yet can be tricky. But honestly, if the universe is working out for your favor, let it work it out for your favor. Like, the universe is never trying to screw you over. Everything that happens is for your highest good. Okay. What energy is supporting Virgo as they continue to grow? I totally forgot to start my fan off. Hold on, I'll be right back. Alright. I find that it always makes background noise in the back. So, there we go. Alright, what energy is supporting Virgo through the month of December? Alright. Oh. Alright, you guys got Hilarion. Divine healing. Prompt here reads, honor your sensitivity, retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. Which it totally can and does quite often. And I think you know that, Virgo. You guys are very good at taking care of other people, taking care of others, supporting others, making sure they feel good. At some point, you also have to give that same love to yourself. you have to recharge your own cup at some time. If you continue to output and give and care and nurture outside of yourself, eventually that's gonna oh sorry that's gonna wear on you a little bit because you're outputting so much energy. You have to put some of that back into yourself. So take some time for yourself, recharge. I think that's actually beautiful with trust because that may mean you pulling back so that you can do your own things and trusting that the people you're supporting are the people that you're helping, that one, that trusting them to do it for themselves, that they are capable of, handling without you. It doesn't mean you're not important or you're not significant, but they also have a responsibility to themselves and they are capable. It's nice that you always want to help and support, which is great. We need more people like that. But at the same time, you need your time, and they also have to take care of themselves for a bit. So it's trusting that will happen, or if you're entrusting that responsibility to another person, it's allowing that to happen. All right. I have like a hair tickling my nose. It's the weirdest little feeling. All right. What is going on for Virgos in the realm of work and finance? What does Virgo need to know for work and finances in the month of December? Ah, patience. So this is, I'm trying to remember. I'm still getting used to some of the cards in the Good Tarot deck because they lay it out slightly different. Excuse me. Is this Temperance? I cannot remember. Okay, anyway, let me read the prompt from the book. Then you guys can see the card here. This card reminds me that patience will bring me into recognition of and alignment to my purpose. All my needs are met even though I may not see it yet in the outer visible world. The angels are... sorry, I looked at the camera and got all lost. The angels are looking out for me. Moderation in all things is required right now. I definitely feel a really strong connection to the word moderation. Especially when we were talking... Actually, both of these cards talked about the angels have your best interest, so trusting in that divine path, trusting in divine timing, and then moderation. You need a balance between what you're outputting versus what you're receiving, what you're giving out versus what you're giving yourself. So I feel like this is, obviously it's in a work situation because we're talking about work and finances, but I feel like it's almost a reminder to not work so hard, not work so much. There needs to be a balance. So maybe a lot of this has been putting into work situations. I feel like especially with the healing, I think you've been putting so much energy into maybe career, maybe new job, maybe maybe you've taken on some extra responsibilities at work, which I'm not saying that that's a bad thing or that's something you shouldn't have done. I think it's a great thing for you. You guys are definitely capable of it. I think patience and the moderation especially is still finding a balance. Maybe you've taken on a lot and still trying to figure out what that balance is. I think it's just a reminder, don't forget that you need time as well. You are important enough to make that time and make that window for you. Alright, so it looks like there's a big theme of you kind of taking it easy this month, Virgo. Needing a little more me time. Alright. What is the most important message that Virgo needs to hear for the month of December? Oh! I'm liking those two cards already. Oh, another good one. the Six of Cups. Yeah, came out anyway. Alright. We'll start here. We'll pull a few more. So, my friends, first two cards out, Eight of Cups and the Fool, which I think is beautiful. So something in your life that has been really draining, maybe even something you weren't happy with. It could have been something painful, but draining is definitely the idea that I'm getting right away. You're going to be walking away from that. You're going to be leaving that behind, which I think is beautiful, and starting an entirely new venture, an entirely new beginning for you. The Fool always talks about a fresh start. It's kind of like going back to square one. It's a clean slate. I think this really has to do with work, considering the idea of patience. I think the new is coming. It's not here yet, but it definitely is coming. And I say it has to do with work because the card after that is the Palace of Coins. So you're walking towards and having a new beginning in a place of abundance, a place of material gain. So this is a place where you could be earning a lot more income, or earning income in a way that is much more connected to who you are, who you want to be, what you're passionate about, what you want to do. You definitely feel much more content here, and I feel like this is going to give you more prosperity than where you currently are or were. So if you've already made that decision and you're already on this path, it's going to take you way further than the original place was. And I think it is something that really is going to feed yourself and your soul and what you love because of this Six of Cups, because this is nostalgia, something you dreamed of for a long time, something you wanted, something you fantasized about. So I think it's really having to do with something that you did always kind of want growing up, or something that at least feeds your inner child. Those just couldn't wait to come out, could they? Okay, what do we get? Alright, so this is actually kind of nice. You got the Four of Cups reversed. Upright, it usually speaks to regret, feeling lost, feeling left out. So in the reverse, I think it's beautiful. Because instead of feeling like nothing's happening, feeling stuck, feeling trapped, feeling sad, in the reverse, that means a completely different thing. It's the complete opposite. So I think you walking away, what you're leaving behind, you're walking towards a better situation, which is great. You're not feeling sad about leaving anything behind. You're looking forward to the future. After that, you have the Nine of Wands, which sometimes can be a block. It usually speaks to being stubborn. Also, there's a big theme, for me at least, with the Nine of Wands about, I usually call it the battled warrior, the bruised warrior. It's kind of like you've been fighting this battle for so long, and you haven't been defeated, but you are kind of badly bruised, so you're kind of you're not giving up, you're still firm, because this card usually is very, very stubborn, and kind of holding out on it. But it is kind of a moment where you are kind of stuck. You're kind of holding your ground. Almost in a way, it's just because you've had this decision or this mindset for so long, you're going to stick to it. Whether it's good or bad, you're just kind of holding on to it in a way. Which I think is part of this leaving. I think there's a part of you that knows. There's a part of you that understands that this isn't where you want to be or where you need to be. You may even know where you should be. You may know where this Palace of Coins already is. But for some reason, you're still in this, or you've been in this, no, I'm going to stick it out. I'm going to stay here. I'm going to You need to walk away. And I think you know that already. Either that or this is a place you came from. And maybe wherever you were, you were there for a very, very long time. Longer than you know you should have been. And now you're getting that new opportunity. So either you're in this situation, getting ready to let go, or this is where you came from and you're already looking for this new Fool energy. And especially if that's you, I think that's where the patience comes in, kind of waiting for that new to come in. So I kind of feel like it's two different paths, depending where you are in that journey. Either you have left and looking for new, or you're sitting in this energy knowing that there's more for you elsewhere. Or at least knowing that this isn't the place for you. Yeah. I was going to show you the back of the card. Five of Wands. So inner conflict, for sure. So maybe it's conflict in a way where it's I want to stay loyal, I want to make this happen, I've put so much time in it, versus, but it doesn't feed me, it's not what makes me happy. Then you have the Chariot, success, forward movement, movement for sure, and victory once you get to the destination. This is swift movement. So yes, I think there is definitely some conflict you have about moving, about transitioning, about leaving behind and moving towards something else. Don't worry about that, because honestly, wherever you go is going to bring you more success than where you are now. And I don't necessarily see anything that where you are now is technically bad. Eight of Cups does talk about leaving something distressful and leaving something that isn't necessarily supportive. But I don't necessarily feel like this situation you're in now has done anything horrible to you, like you're in danger or anything. But there's more for you out there, and I think there's more, especially more fulfillment. Something that gives you more satisfaction is out there, which I think is a big thing. So possibly you're working in a place that's just, this is where I earn my income so I can pay my bills, which is great. We all need that, it's a thing. But I think there's a position out there for you that not only does that, and I think it does it a little better, but it also feeds your soul. It also gives you joy and nourishes you, which is what also we were talking about with Hilarion, about the divine healing, the taking time for yourself. So I think you find something this month that truly feeds you more than just financially or materially. There's something else. There's an emotional aspect to it, which is going to be really good for you, and it's going to bring you success because you have the Chariot card here, which is beautiful. Bottom of the deck, Three of Wands, which is about your ships coming in and those things you've been dreaming for coming back. This is actually the bottom of the deck twice. It was on the bottom of the deck earlier, and then when I just did this last shuffle, it was still there. So I think it's definitely something significant. Knowing and having trust. Oh, having trust that this dream you've had is coming to fruition, and it's not just a fantasy. It's real. Believe in it and give it more intention. Give it more power. Alright, Virgo, looks like it's going to be an exciting month for you. Definitely a lot of growing, a lot of shifting. I feel like it's going to be heavy in your career section. There's going to be a big focus there. So just remember to take that balance. Yes, this is important. Yes, this is something you have to, work on and give attention to. But also don't burn out. Don't overexhaust yourself. And don't forget the people around you as well. So take some time for you while you're kind of working on this kind of new endeavor. Alright, Virgo, you have an amazing December. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Next time I see you won't be until probably the ending of December when I'm doing the January readings. So have a good one. Take care of yourself. Take care of others. And I'm excited to hear how this new adventure unfolds for you. Again, if you want to reach out to me, leave a comment below. You can DM me on Instagram at The Guiding Chariot. Or my private email is also listed below if you want to book a reading. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks, Virgo. Bye.